everyone, I'm here today with a video on products that YouTube made me buy. So these are products that from watching other YouTubers, I've been like, oh, I need that, and I bought it. Some of these I love, some of them I don't, and I wanted to share them with you because I know a lot of you guys have commented that, you know, especially when I post hauls, that I'm bad for your wallet. And trust me, there are a ton of girls on YouTube that are bad for my wallet too. I'm just as guilty as you guys are of watching videos and then going out and buying products. So I have quite a few here and I'll kind of run through them quickly. I'll let you know. If I can remember who referred them, I will let you know. There's a lot of products that I just seen multiple people talk about, or the only reason I really knew about them is because of watching YouTube. There is a ton of high-end stuff in here because I find that high-end stuff is mainly what I end up buying from watching other girls on YouTube. So hopefully this will save you some money if there's some products in here that I did not like. But there's a good chance there's a bunch of really fantastic products that if you don't already have, you might be adding those to your Sephora cart. So let's just get started. I'm just going to kind of like go like this. So the first is the Airflash Dior foundation. I don't know who I originally heard talk about this. I know Tati from Glam Life Guru talks about it. Does Candy Johnson talk about it? I really can't remember. I've had this for a really long time. This is the shade 300, which is a really dark shade. It's when I'm like super self-tanned. This is okay for me. I don't find that I reach for it that often, and I don't find that I really love the look that it gives my skin. I know a lot of people really love this. This is just not one that I've reached for. It's a very expensive foundation. I think it's a pretty foundation, but I think that there's other ones that I have preferred and I definitely reach for over this. I feel like the shade has really nothing to do with me wearing it or not wearing it, other than the fact that I can only wear it when I'm tan, but I feel like besides like this moment in time, I'm usually self-tanned. So this I definitely would have never bought had I not heard about it on YouTube, and a lot of people really love it, but for me it's just kind of an okay foundation. I just don't reach for it that often. The next is another foundation. This is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick Foundation. Heard about this from Jaclyn Hill, and I love this. I have it in two shades, 117 and 118. 117 is like my super pale, 118 is kind of like my in-between. I like this foundation a lot. It's kind of finicky with me sometimes though. If I have dry patches, like I tend to get a dry patch right here in between my brows, this will kind of, in my opinion, show the dryness a little bit more. It is a thicker, more full coverage foundation. I really like it though. I just have to be having better skin days as far as like no dry patches on my skin or freshly exfoliated skin for it to look really good on me. But I love this foundation. I bought it in two shades because I think it's that good. So this one is a YouTube made me buy it, and I am really excited that I did because I do really like this foundation. The next one, also a Jaclyn Hill. This is the Luminous Silk Foundation by Giorgio Armani. This is one of my favorite foundations. I have purchased it in 3 different shades. That's how much I love it. It's an expensive foundation. I love the way that it lasts on my skin. I love the way that it looks on my skin. I don't think I've ever worn this and been like, yeah, I'm not really digging this today. There are some foundations that are a little bit more finicky that I find like I have to be having a perfect skin texture day for it to work. This one is not one of those. This one just always seems to work really well. It lasts really long on my skin. Even on the more oily days, I don't feel like it breaks down. It may get a little bit more luminous on those days, but for the most part, this just stays looking gorgeous on my skin all day long. So I'm really happy I purchased this one. If you have not picked it up yet, I highly recommend it. Alright, this one I think we all learned about from Nikki Tutorials. I'd heard quite a few other girls talking about it. Before I had heard that Nikki Tutorials talked about it, but I'm pretty sure she's the one who first like discovered this. The Nivia Men Post Shave Balm. This is for a primer. I really like it. It's lightweight on the skin. It has a little bit of tack. It really does help my foundation last longer. It does have a little bit of like a men's fresh cologne scent, but I don't find that it lingers on the skin. I do really like this. I transferred most of this into like a smaller squeezy bottle because this is just like really clunky and glass, and I didn't want to carry this around when I traveled. But it says no drying alcohol. This is the sensitive formula. I really like this. It's inexpensive if you're looking for a ton of product and something that works great as a primer. This is a massive flashback. This is the Sigma Defining Eyes with Tiffany D. Now, I obviously heard about this from Tiffany D. I love her. She was one of the very first girls I started watching on YouTube. And so she came out with this palette, and honestly, I haven't even touched it. I have a blog sale going up. Well, it's not a blog sale, it's an Instagram sale. A lot of them are still listed on my Instagram. I did update the pricing, so if you haven't checked it out yet, or there were some items you wanted, I did lower the price on almost everything that's still left. I also have it up on Poshmark too. So it's a really beautiful palette. It came with 2 gel liners, a black one, a brown one, and then it came with a double-ended pencil. I got really excited to buy this, but when I bought it and I got it, I just was like uninspired by it. I think it's a beautiful presentation. There's nothing wrong with the palette. I think I have swatched the colors, and that is the extent that I went with this. So, beautiful palette, just kind of regret buying it because I paid full pop for it, which I think was like 50 bucks at the time, and I've just never used it. Now this has to be one of like the most depressing things that I bought and really haven't used, but it's definitely a YouTube made me buy it, and it's the Natasha Denona palettes. These are beautiful, gorgeous palettes. I have both of them. I think they're like 250 bucks or somewhere around there each. I mean, it's stunning. I did a whole video swatching these, so I'll leave them down below. I was really excited when I got them. I love the palette. I love the color range, but I just don't reach for this very often. It was really expensive. The shadows are super shimmery and beautiful, but I have to be like going for a specific look, I think, to like end up pulling this out to like take one color. There are a few mattes. This is like the brown and green palette, or the blue-green palette. I'm not sure what they call it. But it does have a couple mattes, but for the most part, it's a shimmery palette, so I always have to have something else that I want, you know, that I have to incorporate with it. And it was just so dang expensive. I mean, I can't believe that I spent $500 on 2 palettes that I honestly just don't even reach for very often. So they're really beautiful. The shadows are beautiful, but honestly, I don't ever use them, and it's super depressing. I'm ashamed to say so. Makeup collecting anonymous, I think I need to go. So that one's a little bit of a depressing one. I don't discourage anybody from buying it if you want to buy the shadows. I just personally don't ever reach for them. So for me, it's like $500 worth of eyeshadow that just is like sitting in my drawer and not really used. All right, the next one, the Chanel Tan de Chanel. I don't even know who I originally heard about this from. Years and years and years ago. I'm talking like 4 or 5 years ago. It's probably, you know, it says 18 months expiration, but mine doesn't smell funny. It still works great. There's a ton of product. This lasts you forever. I love this. I like it, especially on my fair skin, so I'm going to set this out so I remember to use it. But this is great. It's $50. It lasts you so long, and I would have never heard about this or known about it if it wasn't for YouTube. All right, here's another regret product. The Marc Jacobs Mirage filter. This is number 40. This is their contour and highlight palette. It looks cool. I've literally never reached for this. I bought it because I saw 3 or 4 people talking about it, and I got really excited, and I bought it, and I just don't use it. It's got a light yellowy powder and then a nice like kind of warm contour. Maybe I can try this now that I'm a little bit fair. I feel like when I have super tan skin, the contour just wasn't like calling my name, but maybe I'll pull it out again. I've literally used it one time on my skin, and I just don't ever reach for it. So a little bit of a bummer. I want to say these are probably in the $50 range, and it's just not my favorite bronzing or contouring product that I have. The next, Revlon Colorstay Whipped. Now, I was doing YouTube when this foundation came out, and which can tell you that I've been on YouTube for a while. I've gone through so many like jars of this. I love it. It's one of those foundations that's like tried and true, like, I don't know. I always come back to it and think, why did I stop using this? It's drugstore. It's expensive for the drugstore. I want to say it's between like $13 and $16 depending on where you go. So drugstore foundations are definitely getting more pricey. I wish they would take it out of this jar and like put it in a squeezy tube. I think they could cut the cost dramatically, and I hate having like so much of your foundation just exposed to your fingers, the air, like just bacteria. But I love this foundation. I hate the packaging. It's just clunky and heavy. So next is another Marc Jacobs product. Trust me, there's a lot of Marc Jacobs stuff I like, but there are some things that I'm like, why did I buy that? This is their Spotlight Glow Stick. Now, I saw so many people get this in their influencer box and talk about it, and I was like, oh, I have to get it. It's so pretty. And it is pretty, but I don't know if I love the texture of it. It's kind of like a waxy, greasy texture, and I don't find that it goes over my foundation beautifully or pretty. Usually at the time that I'm doing, like, I'll do my foundation, my concealer, set my under eye concealer, and then I'll like lightly set my face with powder, like very lightly set my face with powder. And I could go over it with one of the other highlighting products I'm going to show you that is a liquid, and it doesn't disturb my foundation. This one like disturbs my foundation, my under eye concealer, it just disturbs everything. I can't go and draw it on because it like will separate and get splotchy. I've tried using my finger and I don't like the way that looks. I've tried using a brush, I've tried using my beauty blender. I just can't find a way to make this work. And so I'm bummed because I spent the money on it. I don't have the receipt or the box, and I just don't like it. It is Tom Ford Cream Color for Eyes. This is in the color Spice. I found out about these from my friend Laura or Mrs. Lola Lynn. These are the best cream eyeshadows known to mankind. They're like this whipped texture. They blend beautifully. They're super pigmented. The thing that I love the most about them though is if you have any sort of lines on your eyes, so if you don't have like newborn baby eyes where there's like no creases and no wrinkles, most eye crayons or eye bases or cream shadows tend to get like crepey looking and almost like dry out my lid and make them look like 10 times more wrinkly than they actually are. This is one that just smooths over the lid. It doesn't settle into fine lines on your lids. It doesn't settle into wrinkles. It doesn't accentuate them. It literally just goes on so smoothly and beautifully, and I absolutely adore these. I want every color. All right, the next is Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. I think all of us probably bought this because we saw it on YouTube. I don't even remember who I originally saw talk about it, but this is really good. It lasts forever. I purchased this the very first IMATS I went to. I think I had like 20,000 subscribers. It was probably, I don't know, a year or two into doing YouTube is when I bought this, and I still have a ton of product. It lasts you forever. It's great for setting the under eyes, setting your whole face. I do really like this. However, I like the RCMA powder even better. I think most of us heard about this from Kathleen Lights, and it's cheaper, and I love the way that it just like sets the under eyes. It's truly translucent. You're not going to get this white cast on it, but it just sets the under eyes, smooths over any fine lines, doesn't crease. So between the two, I would go for this one, but YouTube made me buy both of them. That's all I know. The Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. I think we heard about this from Jaclyn Hill. A lot of these products are from Jaclyn Hill, but a lot of these products I've heard about through watching Jaclyn's videos because I just feel like she has a lot of really great recommendations. But this is a fantastic concealer. I've gone through multiple at this point. I think my top concealers are the MAC Pro Longwear, which has been a favorite for 6 or 7 years, the Urban Decay Naked Skin, the Too Faced Born This Way, the Kat Von D, the new Kat Von D one, and I really like the new Becca one. So all of those kind of play in the same playing field for me, but this one is great, and I probably would have never thought to try it if I hadn't watched Jaclyn's video. So it is really good. I don't know who I first saw this. They kind of all happened at the same time. The CoverFX drops. This is in the shade Sunlight and Celestial. It's my favorite by far liquid highlighter. It just packs such a beautiful punch. Let me shake these up a little bit. I want to get more colors because they just really are such stunning like highlights. I mean, look at that. It's just like liquid metal on your cheeks, and it looks so pretty, and you can put it on your eyes, put it on your cheek, you can mix it with foundation, mix it with primers, mix it with your lotion, and it just packs a punch. It's so beautiful. So I heard about these through YouTube, otherwise I probably wouldn't have tried them. The next is Dose of Color Stone. Not sure who I remember seeing wear this, but it's just so beautiful. It might have been Amanda Ensing maybe. I really don't remember, but anyways, this is one of my favorite lip colors. I'm pretty sure this is the color I'm going to be wearing on my wedding day. No, I'm not engaged yet, but I think it's coming really soon. So, Stone, it's beautiful. It's like my favorite mauve color, along with the Melton Matte in, what is this one, Queen Bee. And I saw, I don't remember who I saw talk about this product, but I really like the color Queen Bee. I don't know if I've necessarily seen anyone talk about this color, but this formula, I definitely saw it on YouTube. They're pretty similar. But anyways, love these. These are fantastic liquid lipsticks if you are in the market for one. All right, who started the Buxom White Russian? Who started it? I honestly can't remember, but I remember White Russian like was sold out forever. This was like a huge like must-have color for so long. This is Buxom. I don't remember what these are called. The Big Healthy Lips or something like that. This one is their cream in White Russian. It's still one of my favorite glosses. It's just the perfect nudie pink. If you remember who started the White Russian train, leave it in the comments below. I know it wasn't Jaclyn Hill because it was before she kind of blew up, but this is like such an amazing color lip gloss. I have a ton of those cream Buxom ones. They're my favorite. So out of all of the Buxom lip glosses, the cream formula is my favorite. I have like 5 or 6 colors. All right, we're almost done here. The next are these KoKo lashes. I'm wearing them today. They're in Queen Bee. Desi Perkins was talking about these, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, and then she got lash extensions that look gorgeous, and this was kind of her inspiration. So I thought her lashes looked bomb, and I wanted to try them, so I bought them. I feel like they're so long though, but they're really beautiful. Inexpensive. I think they were $7.50 a piece. I'll link below this website that I found them on. But the KoKo lashes in Queen Bee, really beautiful. So Desi made me buy 7 of them because I thought they were so pretty, and I figured if she talked about them, they're going to be sold out, so bought them. All right, the next is from my friend Laura, Mrs. Lola Lynn. She was talking about the Salon Perfect 615 lashes. My Walmart didn't have them, so I actually had ordered them from the Walmart website. She raved about them. I think I bought 4 packs because I feel like anytime anyone raves about a product that's already kind of hard to find, you have to buy like 5 or 6 of them, otherwise they're going to be sold out. Plus it was like $8 per pack. So I like these. They're really lightweight. I'm very used to my Esquita lashes, which are like mink lashes, so they're more expensive. But I'm trying to like go for some more affordable lashes because as much as I love my Esquita lashes, $30 for a pair of lashes, even though I could wear them a lot, are not affordable for everyone. So I'm trying to have other options when I do videos and wear lashes. So I do like these. I got them off Walmart online because my store did not carry them. What I'm going to talk about is the Mario Master Palette from Anastasia. I saw so many tutorials going up and I just thought it was such a beautiful palette that I had to get it. It really is. I've used this so much and I really love. It's probably one of my favorite Anastasia palettes. Actually, all the Anastasia palettes I bought is because of YouTube. The artist one, this one, I don't know, whatever other ones I own are all, the Lavish palette are all because of YouTube. So I kind of feel like YouTube is what blew Anastasia palettes and Anastasia products up. And I don't know, I think because of YouTube, Anastasia just like went and got so big because so many girls like talk about their products and do tutorials, and I think it's really awesome. I love what YouTube can do for smaller companies, and they just kind of blow companies up sometimes. Like ColourPop, without YouTube, I don't think ColourPop would be as huge as it is. Nobody probably would have heard of it. That's what I love about YouTube is you can just share products, and like smaller brands just get blown up because of YouTube, and I don't know, I just think it's really awesome, and it allows other YouTubers to come out with product and actually have a chance at succeeding versus like just trying to be like an average Joe person starting up a cosmetic line. So I don't know, it's really cool. I love what YouTube does and the opportunities it gives people is just pretty amazing. So anyways, these are some products that YouTube made me buy. I know I have a ton more, but I just wanted to give you like a little bit of variety. So I would love to know what are your like top 5 products that YouTube made you buy, good or bad, things you loved or didn't like. I would love to know what YouTube made you buy. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys in the next one.